Hello, hello, good afternoon, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Got some nice things planned today. It should be fun. Hello. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm glad you're here. We're going to be eating snacks and making tiny things. So, got gluten-free caramel cookies, which I'm very excited about. But we're going to start off with some tea. This is triple mint. It should be ready now. For my great big mess that I make. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about the noise. I've got like marble slabs here that I'm trying to incorporate into something, and they're on top of my napkins. Oh, hey, that's nice. I haven't had good Mexican food in a very long time. I've made some excellent tacos and quesadillas and fun things like that, but I definitely wouldn't say that it was Mexican food because I do not know how to make that properly. So, oh, yep, that's good. Okay, this is a different view than I usually have going on for when I make things, and I'm hoping that this is a nice view, that you enjoy it. What we're working on today is a very special miniature set that was a gift, and it is something called Sunshine Town, and it is a 3D bookend with multiple lights in it. I'm pretty excited about it because this one, unlike some of the other sets that I have, is it's kind of chunky, and that means that it's going to be a little bit easier to make, which is good because I have been informed by quite a few people that I need to relax a little bit. I might be getting a little too stressed out with school. But you know what? That's how you get a 99% on your hemodynamics exam. So, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to try and relax a little bit today. I mean, so you bet it was good enough. I hope. I usually hope so. I think my cooking's pretty decent. But good and authentic, completely different categories. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's really good. I do my best. And sometimes it's good enough. But today is all about relaxing and having a nice time with this little alleyway. It's going to be so nice. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we got. Oh, on the back here, you get a little bit more information about what we're in for. Let's see here if I can get that to, there we go. So this will be the front that'll be out with the bookends, and then you'll be looking into this side. And there's a light up here and a light back here and a whole bunch of fun stuff in between. But this will be nice because there's a button on the front that I can press when I want to turn the light on. I know some sets like this, they have motion sensors when you do it. Not this one though. Actually, I want to get you guys up a little bit higher so you can see this while I'm doing this, because, sorry, because I would like for you to be able to see all of this. And I'll put you back down because I feel like that was a nice view before, but I want you to get the satisfaction of pulling this out as well. Here we go. That looks lovely. Oh, I'm so excited. The texture of the box and of the instruction booklet here, both very nice, very smooth, and okay, put you back. Very smooth. If I can remember how I set you down here. I had you up a little bit higher. I feel like this is for doing something new as far as like views and stuff go. It's a little rocky, but sorry if I'm making things a little too rocky, but I feel like this is a nice view. I like this. Just don't want you to have to. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. All right, so we've got our instructions here, which look pretty Comic and White. Most of the instructions for things like this are in color, but I think everything's extremely clear, and the pictures are really nice too. You don't really need color when the illustrations are so good. And so extremely comprehensive. I feel like this is going to be really simple to put together. All right, so we've got this. Now we've got this nicely packed up here. And as I was thinking, these woodcuts are super nice. Yeah, I like this a lot. And it looks like we've got in here, we have some paints, our electrical wiring, which we're going to be hooking up. We've got whatever this is, I'm sure we'll find out soon. A couple of cats. Awesome. And it looks like we've got a little bit of greenery. Okay, I'm excited. Let's start making Sunshine Town. Right. So, first things first, let's take a look at the instructions and see what we need to start with. Oh, there's actually 3 lights, not 2. That's cool. Okay, so a lot of these instructions are telling us how to do things that we already know because we've done miniatures a few times. I'll probably go back and reference this if I run into trouble, but I think that I'll do just fine for now. Oh, actually, here, let's read the question and answers. And I think I'm gonna grab a cookie while we do this. Okay, so Q&A. Number 1, how to pack bouquets. Cut packages in different sizes according to the illustrations. Apply some glue on the holes in the sides of the flower pots. Wait until it gets dried. Okay. Number 2, how white should the painted areas be? The answer to that is the dominant hue of our product is white. Paint 2 or 3 times until its color gets close to the whiteboard. Okay, so when we paint these wood cutouts, it's telling us we're probably going to need to do 3 layers, 3 coats. So that is actually kind of important. So I'm glad I'm reading this. Why are some words in reverse? And it says all words will be positive in the mirror after completing the assembly. Okay, it looks like we've got a mirror in here as well to help us see the whole thing. Why are there some hints about glue when assemble part J? Too much glue on part J will affect the appearance of completed products. You should apply a dab of glue here according to the illustrations. Okay, so what is this J that they're talking about? I guess I'll find out when I see it. Okay. What if the light cannot work after connecting the battery? Okay, it's a separate electrical issues we'll deal with that when we get to it. Hopefully everything works fine the first time. If not, we'll troubleshoot. Okay, so number 1. Please read Q&A and previous page before assembling. We have done that. So now we need... Oh, these are structured very different than the other ones. Oh, hey, Red Cat. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Red Cat came to say hi. Okay, so we need the woodcuts for B8, I14, B9. Tools that we will need for this. Now I've actually still got some of another build that I'm working on all up in my business here, but that one I've been working on for like a year. No exaggeration, I've literally been working on it for like a year. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for coming by. I always enjoy having you here, so I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day at work. Bye. Okay. And we come back for the VOD. Welcome back. I think we'll start off with just the X-Acto knife. I'm going to set the rest of this stuff over here, and we'll just grab it when we grab it. And actually, I really do want to show you Okay, we're back to it then. So pretty. You're so pretty. Look at you. You're so fluffy and regal. Yeah, you're so pretty. I'd invite you up here, but I know that you would mess everything up. You would. I don't think you're nearly as clumsy as you try to make it seem like you are, Red Cat. I think you are quite dexterous, and that you knock things off of my table on purpose. Pretty sure. Alright, let's see if we can get this off without cutting anything besides the plastic. Oh, there we go. Lovely. We want B8, I14, B9. It looks like we also need I23, and it wants us to paint something as well. It does look like there's quite a bit of painting in this. When it says white is their primary color, they are not kidding around. Okay, let's see what we've got piled up here. We have sandpaper. We have tiny silver flowers. I'm assuming is going to be the glass for the windows up top. Sidewalk, probably. Ooh, shiny. Oh, this must be the mirror. We have a door. Yep, we have the bookstore door. Oh, these paper cuts are so nice. Oh, they're so thick. Oh, I love this. I love, love, love this. These are so thick, they're going to be really sturdy. We're not going to have any problems with curling with this. This is very, very nice. Big recommend for this one for sure. Okay, so this right here even, it looks like this is going to end up going on top of some of our wood cuts. So As you can see, these are exactly the same. And another thing that I love about this so far is you can see there's holes throughout this for where the connections are going to be made, where you fit them together. And those holes are mirrored in both the wood and the paper cut that's going to be glued on top of it. So I don't have to cut out those holes individually, which means it is going to look so smooth. This is, yeah, I can't recommend this build enough. This is, everything I say with this makes me look forward to putting this together even more, because it looks like it's going to be so good looking after it's done. Everything is very clean. Oh, how nice. Look at this. Yeah, that is very nice. Okay, all right, I'm getting I'm getting all up in it. This is so nice. Okay, so what are we looking for exactly? That is the question now. Because we oh, you know what? Let me get something out here. Yeah, we'll do this one. So, what we need, other than another piece of cookie, is we need to find B8, I14, B9, and I23, which is a little bird, it looks like, that needs to be painted. So, we're going to take our paints out. And we might as well take these out as well. This is the glue that's included, white craft glue. Okay. I have not, excuse me, I have not used that kind of glue for these projects yet. So I am very interested to see how well that works in comparison to the other kinds of glue. So that'll be good. Okay, so let's see here. I23, this is K. You know, the other ones that I've looked through have a sheet that tell you what everything is on, so you can flip through it rather than having to look at every piece of wood every time. And I do wonder if they've got something like that in here. There's a cardboard separator. Oh my god, every step of this is cuter than the last. Look at this adorableness. So freaking cute. Okay, so we found our little bird too. Interesting. All right, well, let's see here. So I23 is our little bird right here. And I14 is right here. Is that a little flower? Oh, a little flower goes there, I see. And then B8 is not on here. I got distracted. I was looking for that piece of paper. All right, let's see if I can. It might be in the back of this. I'm betting that's what it is. Maybe. Or maybe not. Okay, no. Okay, well maybe it's in the front. Oh, I really hope they do. It's not a deal breaker if they don't, it's just a little less convenient. Okay. Well, it looks like a lot of the things that I need to deal with are very well organized, but they do not have the sheet that I was looking for. It's possible that it's in here and I just missed it, but it's also possible that everything's just so well labeled that that's something that they skipped. And if that's the case, honestly, I'm not too worried about it. It just would have made it just a touch easier to find things. Okay. Let's get our tiny bird. And let's find our B8s as well. Let's find all of the things we need for this first step. G, K, there's our B's. Okay, here's our B's. F, E, H. Do I need any of these? B8, B8, B9, right here. Okay, so I do need these, so I'll put this off to the side. E's, 8, H's, F. These are very well machined. I need to make sure I don't lose any. Okay. Stay right there. Oh, that's our clock. Nice. Oh, I see. That's why that cardboard's there. All right, there's our eyes. Okay, well, I think that it's just that. I don't think there's wood that goes with that one. So we can just take those two out and we don't have to worry about finding a mate to those. Okay, so I see why they're so thick. Very nice, very nice. I guess this is our little mailbox. The bird's gonna be hanging out on top of it. Okay, so you go over here. Now we want our I-14 and I-23. Now for the I-14, I think it's both of these people. Oh, nope, that's 4. Oh no. Where's 14 then? There's 15, 12. Oh, this thing. Oh, this is the mate. There's only one. That's why I was having trouble finding it. Also, I don't know how to read. Oh man, I was so excited about this. Totally found it. This is nice. My cats are so cute. So cute. Man, I have been so stressed lately. And it's like, people tell me, oh, you're gonna do great, don't worry about it. But like the reason that I do so well at certain things is because of how much work I put into it. So it's like, well, I understand, I gotta relax sometimes, but at the same time, you know, this statement, it's fine, you're gonna do great, you can just relax, is not exactly accurate, because if I didn't, you know, push myself, then I wouldn't do great. So it's one of those things. It's like, you know, it's worth it. I gotta work really hard right now. And then I can relax a little bit, and then I'll work hard again, because that's like my natural state, is to work hard. The most important thing for me, though, is that when I'm working hard, is that I am doing something that I can be proud of and happy about, and that what I'm doing matters. It's just, you know, it's important. And also that I'm not hurting myself by doing those things. I think those are my qualifiers. As somebody with a chronic illness, it's never going to go away, and I can't make choices based on the idea that I'm going to get better, because I never will. So I have to make choices that are pragmatic, and sometimes it's very difficult to do that when you also don't you it's the kind of person not to accept something when it's not perfect, when you know it can be perfect. Because it's a little dry. I might mix that up with some water. Definitely the kind of person to make things as good as they can possibly be, if I can do that. Because you never know what's going to happen next week. Maybe you won't be able to get out of bed. So you better put in your full effort today, because you don't know how long you're going to be able to. Maybe that's how you get burnout. Don't listen to me, obviously. That's what the tweezers are for. Use the tweezers. Paint your tiny bird. There we go. I think I'm making a gigantic mess, and that's okay. Get over here and get painted, tiny bird. This is so messy. I don't think it would be as bad if the paint weren't as dry as it is, but at the same time, I also kind of feel like, no, it would though, because I'm having such a hard time holding this with my tweezers. It keeps slipping. But if I didn't have to press so hard, probably keep it in one spot a little easier. There we go. I think I cracked the code. Who's trying to talk to me? Alright. There we go. Okay, we're gonna let this little bird dry, and then we're gonna give it another layer. Okay, there we go. All right, so our wood should be dry. Looks pretty dry. I don't know if we need another layer on it or not. I kind of want to, but our paint is a little dry, so I know I'm using my, it's supposed to be white, but I'm using my I'm using my tea as water right now. So not the best move, but I see why the instructions said that you'd probably need a couple layers, because if we're coloring the edges where the wood was machined, then that is really porous. I tried making a painting just painted on wood years ago. I think it was plywood. It wasn't very good material, but it just soaked in so fast, and you could, it was like a shadow of the coloring that I put on there. It was very interesting, but I think this will definitely be like that with the edges. Okay, so So we have our painted white bird. It says paint frames white. Paint the remaining frames of I-23 white and glue its bottom. Straighten P20 cover after using. So we want to look for I-23 as well. Well, I-23 is the bird. So I guess we already did that. Oh, okay, I see. So they're using the word frames instead of edge. Good to know. So I'm not really sure what this means. This right here. Not entirely sure. So we want to put the paper cuts onto the middle wooden part here to make a little ice cream sandwich type situation and stick our little bird on the top. Top view. Oh, okay, I see. So you put the glue right here and then you have the bird slanted. Okay, never mind. I answered my own question. Okay, now that makes a lot more sense. Man, I gotta lock in. Oh my goodness. No. I got a cookie on my bird. It's okay though. All right. I'm gonna shake this up a little bit more. If the paint's any indication, this glue might be a little separated. Yeah, it looks a little solid. You know, like mozzarella? This glue is not giving me huge confidence here. All right, let's see what I can do with this. Oh boy. It's got a little protector thing in it. So delicious. Okay. This is definitely giving me like string cheese vibes right now. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to rip this to shreds and then pull it out that way. I hope anybody watching is enjoying watching me struggle with this glue. I thought, oh, I'll just take it out. I'll just take it out. And I'll just reuse this really cool bottle. Yeah, super easy. It's okay. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. What I'm wondering is, what is the clear liquid? Is that adhesive, or has the hardening of the glue changed the chemical composition so that that liquid is no longer an adhesive compound? It's like water or something? I don't know. And I am super curious. Oh, come on. You're so close. Just get out of there. You probably can't see this at all on on the camera, but this glue is so freaking shiny. Okay, well, glue spray in my face. That's cool. It smells like elementary school. Don't tell anybody I just snipped glue. That was not... Jeez. I wasn't trying to... wasn't trying to... Whatever. Never mind. Okay. So. It's a little sticky, but I will say it's definitely not strong enough and adhesive to use with this stuff. So, and there's absolutely no way I'm gonna get the rest of this stuff out in order to use this lovely little detail thing, which I would, oh my gosh, I would really love to be able to use this fine point, but I'm not gonna be able to. So that's unfortunate, but I think what that means is I'm going to have to find another means of doing detailed adhesive work so that I don't end up making this look hecka sloppy. And I'm not entirely sure how to do that, but I can figure it out. And I need to remember not to eat anything with my bare hands as the tools until I wash my fingers. So don't let me poison myself, please. Okay, let's see, what are we doing here? We're gluing things because of course we are. So this is the glue that I've been using for my other projects, and this is what I'm going to use for this one now. And I just have to be careful because you see there's no fine tip on here. So I'm gonna have to be very careful about my application. That is a shame. You know what would be really nice is if I had a paintbrush for the glue, like a small paintbrush, but all of the paintbrushes for this are like I don't want to get glue on them, you know. Let me see. I'll use this though. I got a bunch of these little plastic ones. All right, so let's see. We want to do this and this and this. So. We will get this first piece made, I promise you. Come on. I've used this bottle for 2 projects so far, so I think it might be getting a little tired. Understandable. It's running out of the good stuff. It looks like it wants me to also paint the edges of this mailbox white as well. So we will do that, and then we will glue our tiny bird. I need a corner piece, I think. I'll just take this piece of tile here with a wiggly edge. Of course it has a wiggly edge. Oh, that's funny. So I want a nice, even distribution. You know, I know this is like non-copyright lo-fi music, but this absolutely sounds like the waiting music for like a helpline from back in the late 80s. I think we're gonna go to the next song. Let's see, where is it? There we go. Let's try this one.
He's one of the best scientific minds we have today.
All right, lovely. Good, good, good. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our tiny bird, which, you know what? I might as well put another layer on that tiny bird. Much better than the first time. The first time was a mess. All right. Let's put another layer on the tiny bird. Good decision. This looks nice. Tiny bird definitely needed another layer. And I guess we'll put our first layer on our mailbox. Absolutely like poisoning myself with glue right now. Absolutely. You know, I looked on the website where they sell these because I was curious because I hadn't seen this one before, and I like these things a lot. You know, I do research on things that I like, and I was like, huh, I haven't seen this one. I want to take a look and see you know, how long it's been around. Maybe it's new or something. It's not even on the website. I have no idea like how this was acquired, and I wonder if it's one that they sold for a while, and then they like discontinued it because they came out with other things or what. But I don't think you can get this right now. You definitely can't get it from the manufacturer's website because it's not on there. So I think that's neat. I also think that probably has something to do with the state of the glue. Because if they weren't going to make any more of them, then they were probably only had available what was already made, you know, and who knows how long the glue on that was sitting in there. That makes a little bit more sense. I tell you what though, when I was working at Victoria's Secret, like way back in the day, and when was this? This was, gosh, I don't remember. It was right before they started selling underwear to tweens. It was before they came out with their like teen line or whatever. And I remember how much it changed when they started doing that, because the nylons that they had were not nylon, they were silk stockings still. And I feel like people just can't get that anymore, you know? I don't think that they make them for like normal people, because I know I sure haven't seen actual silk stockings anywhere, like normal places to shop for things. I haven't seen silk stockings since they stopped carrying them at Victoria's Secret. I had 2 pairs, and if I had known that they were going to stop carrying them, you know, a couple months later, for the last time ever, basically. Gosh, what was that? 20 years ago or something? I would have bought a ton of them. I would have bought all of them. You know? If you know that like this is not something you're ever going to have access to again. I'm sure I could find something on some fancy French website, pay 10 prices for it, but I'm not going to. You know, 19 years old and having access to like really nice, high quality things. I don't feel like everything's just made of plastic now. It's so difficult to actually find like the well-made stuff in between all of the stuff that's made specifically to make money, cut corners and stuff. I mean, it's out there. There's well-made things everywhere, but it's so hard to find it, and it's usually prohibitively expensive. So I know I sound goofy when I'm like gushing over well-made miniatures, but it's like, you know, I love well-made things. I love seeing well-made things. It makes me very happy. I don't think there's anything strange about that. All right, let's do another layer on this lovely little mailbox and make sure I'm not getting white paint all over the front and back of it. All right, we're good. I think one more layer, as long as it's a thick one, is probably good. Yeah, I joke around that the more I learn about the way the human body works, and, you know, just biology and anatomy and physiology in general, but specifically the heart, the more surprised I am that we are even still here as a species. Like the fact that people are just like walking around with all this like junk all wonky. People are so fragile. Somehow we have survived as a species. Oh, beautiful little bird. You're getting some more white because it's ready and you're here. Be able to tell the difference between the edges and the face. That's my goal. Yeah, that post office box is looking pretty good. And you know, honestly, the little bit of tea tinting to the white is not super noticeable. I mean, you probably wouldn't notice at all unless somebody said something, and even then, I think it kind of adds a nice kind of I don't know, I think it looks nice. That's all I'm saying. I do think I need another layer on that though. I think I made it too thin last time. This is hard though because I wasn't expecting this to be difficult to paint at all, but the problem is that the paint wants to get on these parts, and we want just this to be white. We don't want anything on here to be white, so let's see if we can get a little bit more light for you guys. I just realized that might be a little dark. There we go. Oh, that's better for me too. All right, let's throw another layer on here. I'm using this big thick brush that I have for another set, but a tiny brush came with the set, and I think it wants me to use like the detail brush for this. And I think I might. I think I might just do that. I think it'll keep it from getting on these parts as easily. Ooh, doggy, this brush is very hard. Loosen up there. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, this is kind of perfect. Yeah, the brush they included is perfect for this. I was making it harder on myself. Not necessary. I wonder how far back this mailbox is gonna sit. Because I'm like really hoping it's not in the front. You know? I'm really hoping my first attempt at this is not going to be at the forefront of this thing. Just give me a little bit of grace here. All right, let's see. Oh God. It's the very first thing you see when you look in it. Oh, you know the funny part about that? In this picture, the edges aren't white. Like, they didn't paint the edges in this one. They just wanted you to paint the edges of the bird. If making things harder on yourself was an Olympic sport, I would win every year. Every year. I'm gonna be totally honest, I think that it still looks good, so I'm not upset about it. Yeah, I think it still looks fine. I just need to pay more attention in the future to where the little arrows are pointing, because the paint frame's white is only pointing to the edge of the bird. But it's sitting on top of the mailbox, so obviously. Oh, so the way the illustration is, it kind of looks like an ice cream sandwich, so just saying. Okay, so obviously this is supposed to stick into a thing, but there is not a thing for it to stick into. So when I put this bird on top, it's going to be very difficult for it to dry. So what I'm going to do instead is set it to the side here, and I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to set the bird with it. So we can move on to the next thing and just let that hang out on this tiny table. Okay, let's move forward. Next, we're going to make our roughage, it looks like. Which, yeah, that'll be fine. You know, I look at this, I look at how I'm dealing with this painting situation, and oh, well, hello. Let's just put you right back in there. And I think, yeah, I can see. We're gonna glue this. I can see how people have accidentally drank paint thinner. I can absolutely see that. Because I'd do that. But I don't work with oils, so I have survived. Not for lack of trying. I might have to grab myself a new container of glue. This one is pretty low. I guess I could just have it on its side. I don't care for that generally, just because if it's too, there we go. If it's a little too full, then you run into the problem of it leaking and you losing some of the glue. But I think it's empty enough that I won't have that issue. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay. Time to play with plants. Here's our roughage. And we are going to have P6, which I'm assuming is this right here. It isn't labeled, which means it's probably labeled up front. Yep, P16 right there. And P17 right here, Baby's Breath and Coral Grass. Apply a dab of glue on the shaded areas. Alright, so we've got our little pots in here. Trim P16 at will, fix with glue. Do not pass P16 through the bottom of the hole of P11. That's a neat texture. Oh, there's little teacups in here. Okay, let's just double check, make sure we got the right things. 2 little pots. Or P11. Yeah, okay. Oh, we've got plenty to work with for both of these. like how soft that is. It's nice. Interesting. Huh. Okay, so this wire is just so that they stay together. So these are going to get cut. Neat. I should feed Shelby today. She's probably good for another week, but it is the summertime. She gets more hungry in the summer. She's a coral snake, so... Well, a corn snake, not a coral snake. That's very different. Yeah, she's a corn snake, so... She's not particularly aggressive regardless, but usually when she gets hungry, she takes a walk around looking for things. She hasn't really been walking, but I bet she'd like to eat early. How much do I want in here? I guess about this much. Where's my little scissors? I don't know my little scissors, but I got my big scissors. I don't want to cut myself too short, so I'm going to go further than I need to for sure, and then I'll trim it down from there. Nice. And for this one, I'm going to put a little bit more glue in there. It's got a good lining, but the stems on this thing they're very fine, so give us a little bit of a boost. Okay. About this much. A little bit more. I think I like the front top down perspective better. I think I'll put a poll up to see what people like as far as a perspective when they're watching things like this. I thought this would be neat because you could see it more from like where I'm looking, but you know, whenever I check on how it looks, every time I'm like, I don't know about all that, you know? It was a fun little experiment, but I think I'll be going back to the regular view. This is kind of fun, but I think I'll move the camera back up to where it was. Or maybe I'll make a poll on the channel. That does sound like more time than I have to put into it though. So we will see. We'll see. I'll probably just go back to the way that it was. Yeah, I might just do that now. Yeah, this is nice. If anybody's got an opinion on it, feel free to let me know. Feel free to message. And I will listen. Because I'm having fun regardless, but I want to make sure that everybody else, when they're watching, it's a view that they enjoy. So if anybody's got an opinion on things, I am more than willing to listen. Okay, so we've got our tiny plants. If we can see them, hang on, we got this. All right, we'll just put these guys up on this little shelf too. All right, what's next? F7, 9, and G8. Okay. So this is very specific about what to paint and what not to paint. So I need to pay extra close attention to this, apparently. Also, chocolate. We are currently on step number 4. So we have F7, F9, and we need G8. H, E, E. What are you guys? I. Oops. Sorry, little plants. Alright, let's get G8 first, since it's on the biggest piece.
Scientific minds we have today.
Okay, and F7, which is this piece right in the middle here, and F9, which is the piece on the outside. I have seen this little flower a bunch of places, and I'm at a loss. I have no idea what those little flowers mean. So I'm gonna look at the front and see if I'm supposed to be putting these, literally putting these little flowers on there, because that's entirely possible. And I just have not known that. So let's see. Okay, so those little flowers are P22. So if it says P22 anywhere, I'm assuming I put it there, but gosh, I don't know. Okay. Let's take a look at the picture. I don't see a flower on here. A little silver flower. I don't see one on here. And I don't see a little silver flower on here either. So that means that that I'm not supposed to just like glue flowers all over the place whenever you see one of these. But I really wish I knew what that flower was. I feel like it's important, but I have no idea what it means. Oh, the printed side. That means it's the printed side. Okay, I see. I understand. Okay, so when you see the little flower symbol and you see bookshop on here, that's what that means. It's the face. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense why this is completely blank, because if it had a little flower, then it would be the printed side. Cool. Locking in. I am definitely stressed for sure. I think this is helping. I was gonna do homework first. I mean, I'm still gonna do homework today, obviously, but I was gonna do that first, but now I'm actually super glad that I'm doing this first. Because I can literally feel my back loosening up. So this is good. Okay. So do not paint shaded area. Okay, so I think, because it's telling me to paint all the frames white, and it says do not paint shaded area. So I'm gonna take a look at the picture on here. It looks like it wants you to paint it, but to leave this the wood burnt designs free of paint, which I'm gonna be honest is gonna be difficult to do because they're not very deep. So I wonder if I should get like a paper towel or something and wipe it with the paint. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. funny, this little chat box over here is supposed to have the chat meeting. And I'm not seeing anything pop up there. Maybe it disappears too fast. I think that's probably what it is. Chat disappears and then it's empty. And I don't actually look at the chat in that chat box. I look at the chat on the side for me. So. I just made this thing, like, I mean, I didn't obviously make it. It was already, like, the design of it was pretty easy to work with, but kind of, like, dialed it in a little bit. I guess I'll fiddle with that later and see if I can fix it. I don't know, I kind of like the duck. The only thing is, like, I like the duck, but I feel like it's kind of busy because we've already got, like, I feel like if I was watching the duck over and over and over again, I might get a little annoyed. Oh no, now I can't unsee it. You guys, I'm sorry. I'll fix it. I do like the little fox though. We're gonna fix this. Frames dropped, yeah, I know. Let's try this. Sorry guys, I'm fixing it, I promise. We got some dropped frames. Okay, well, maybe it just doesn't want to, maybe it doesn't want to change over to a different template. I bet that's what it is. We're gonna try this. See if I can fix it for you. Come on, do the thing. All right, cool. Oh, I remember why I changed the scene. Because this is where I do spookies. And it's very difficult to see. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to make this chat box I know what to do. Okay. gonna do a little color block so you guys don't have to watch that duck walking past a billion freaking times. Sorry, duck. We're just gonna like censor bar this duck. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. Just a little unhinged. Teeny, tiny little touch of unhinged here. Duck, you have lost your privileges. There you go. Alright. Alright, let's get back to it. Enough screwing around with the duck. Now for this, I think I might actually need some water. Or at least something to mix it with. This brush looks like it's drying pretty well. Okay, so this is nice and thick. So what I'm hoping for is that I can smooth this over the top. Like, here's the thing. Even if I fill in the areas that I don't want filled in with paint, I can just take like a toothpick or an X-Acto knife or something and just carve it right back out. So I'm not super worried. I'm just not trying to make more work for myself, because I do that enough, and I don't need to be I don't need to be doing that any more than I already do. I'll play Inuyasha games. I think that there's an Inuyasha game like a bazillion years ago, and I think I played it once, and it was incredibly simple, not very great, but I don't know, for some reason I just want to like play that for like 10 minutes. I feel like 10 minutes would be long enough, you know? Scratch that itch. Sorry about the bumping. Just trying to get this a little brighter. Actually, I'll bring you with me. guess I'm gonna need to have to do that too. It doesn't look like the edges of this have to be painted necessarily. Oh, it does say paint frames, right? Okay, well. Do not paint shaded area. Okay, so this part up here, we don't need to be painting in between these things. Here we go. So that's nice. We don't have to worry about that stuff. And this stuff right here, we can just Anybody ever wonder if the reason that people like liminal spaces so much is because that's where we came from and that's where we're gonna go after this? Not like literally the back rooms, but like that sort of floaty in between thing. It scares some people, but I think it just depends on what you're trying to do right at that moment. If you're trying to keep control over your life, I feel like liminal spaces probably seem much scarier because you don't really have that. My question is, at this point, if that is supposed to be a button that I press in order to turn the light on, how? I'm having trouble making it do what I want it to do while also doing what I'm supposed to do. Because I like the wood burn look. But I would like for it to be as white as I can get it, you know? Yeah. Let's take a look at my tools. Maybe I've got like a tooth. This might work. Maybe this one. Yeah, I got a couple things that might work here. Okay, so that's... This will be fine. Oh, that's longer. That's why. Okay. I'll do the shorter one. Actually looking a little better than I thought it would, and I think that it's simply because the edges don't soak in the paint very well, and these burnt areas are doing a really good job of soaking up that pigment. So I think the more that it dries, the better it's going to look to me. And I probably shouldn't worry too much about it. But I do. As long as I don't put the pigment on too thick, it should be fine. I hope everybody had good dreams last night. Mine were awful. They were terrible. But not always, right? Sometimes there's good dreams, and I hope all of you had some of those. Blowing directly on me, and I think I might turn that a different direction. I keep it pretty warm in here in the summertime. The only reason I really turn the air conditioning on is for other people and the snake, because I don't want Shelby to overheat. But generally, if it were up to me, it'd be 76 plus in here during the summertime. I don't see any reason for it to be any cooler than that, if I'm being honest. Especially when I am cold all of the time. So, but that air conditioner is blowing directly onto me, so I might fix that. Oh, well, I didn't need to paint this part, because that goes directly on there. Paint frames white. Okay, so I need to paint the edges of that. That goes in the back there on the right side. Interesting. Part of me is absolutely wondering if they want us to paint the front of this at all, but that's what I'm doing. That is what I am doing. So, it's happening. Extra special treatment. played a dating game called Dandelion. What was it? Dreams. Freaking loved that game. So good. There were some pretty good endings, I would say. Especially considering how bad some of the endings were. I think it had a really good balance for outcomes. I think probably the best ending that you could get was not the ending that I wanted. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the best ending that you could get was with a character that I didn't see in a romantic sense in any way. He was just too, like, his character was too young. I was just like, I mean, it just, no. I was like, we can hang out forever as super pals. How about that? We can be friends. Just, it was, and the romance aspect of it wasn't pushed because I think the creators of it realized that character was just too young, and that you know, wouldn't be something that was the option that I gave you was like, oh, okay, well, you know, we'll wait. And I'm like, I still don't like that. I don't like that. No. There's no, oh, let's just wait 3 years. Not for me. Not for me. I'm not a fan. My thing is, if you're too young now, you're too young. That's just it. There's no, oh, wait for 2 years. I don't care for that. Remove film from J2. Oh, okay. But to it, especially since a lot of the people who play that game are probably much younger than me, and I feel like it would be totally fine for like most of the audience. It just wasn't it wasn't for me, you know, which is fine. Not everything has to be for me. But my issue though was that was the best ending that you could get for your character. Because it was like, oh yay, all of the wonderful things that can happen do happen for you, but it's got to be with this character though, just because that's how the story works out. And it's like, oh, well, that's a shame. Guess I'll get kidnapped by my favorite character. That sounds like a good outcome for me. That sounds good. I guess I need to glue that. I don't know if I feel like it's dry enough. I guess it is. Okay, so that's not the face. So that goes in like this. It's a good thing I'm paying attention because I always miss that. This goes here. I don't see exactly how this is supposed to work yet, but I think I understand well enough what they want me to do. Oh, okay, I did forget something. I didn't realize that that needs to get painted too. And that would be kind of a pain in the butt to paint after the fact. Dandelion Wishes brought to you. That is the name of the game that I was talking about. Just remembered the full name of it. I tell you what though, that was a very nice game. I really enjoyed it. Even the bad endings were good. I mean, you know, they were bad, but they were well written. They fit with the characters. They didn't seem out of character, you know. And I think there was only one character whose bad ending I was like, this fucking sucks, you know? But it wasn't that like the writing sucked or that the story sucked. It was like, I hate this for everybody. I hate this for all the characters involved, and I don't like it. I will go back and I will make sure to never get this ending ever again. But it was still in character. It was still, you know, it still fit with the story. So I feel like if you're gonna like lock in with an ending that makes you want to like murder one of the characters, it's got to be in character. Otherwise, it'll make me want to turn off the game, you know. And if you've played Dandelion Wishes brought to you, you probably think that I am talking about a different ending than I actually am. Because there were two pretty bad endings, and one of them I feel like, that's okay. And one of them makes me want to smack all of the faces. Pow, 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 right in the face. And if anybody is watching this who has not played that game or wants to watch a let's play with it and doesn't want it ruined, I do not want to spoil it for you. But it's yeah, one of those bad endings was significantly worse in my mind than the other one. They were both bad. They were both bad. But that's what you get with those kinds of characters, I guess. This paint is so thick, but I do feel like I gotta dilute it, but I don't need to dilute it nearly as much as I was in the beginning. Because the coats that I'm getting from this, the thicker coats, it's so much easier to paint it when I do it with the thick. So I'm thinking maybe that, yeah, it was probably dried out a little bit, but I don't think that it was ever like runny to begin with, and if it was, it wouldn't have been as good as a thicker paint. So if anybody cares about the consistency of this paint, which I sincerely doubt. Alright, I'll do another layer on both of these and then attach them, and then I think I need to get a snack and then switch gears into homework, because I feel like I'm at a really good place here. I've relaxed, I can feel my shoulders, you know, a little bit better than I could before, but I've got so much to do. that I think 2.5 hours is all the play I'm gonna get today. That is not to say that I will not be back doing study things, because I have a couple of pretty massive projects this quarter and I only have 6 weeks left, so I need to start working on those. So I'll be back working on big projects. I don't think I needed to paint any of this. Just do, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, everything's still sticky. Biscuits. There we go. Okay, I think that's good. I can let these dry. I can let these dry and put them all together later. We got 4 steps done. Got 1 page, 4 steps. Very nice. Yeah, very, very nice. I think we did good. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll see you soon. Turn this down a little bit. I got soon. I'm gonna go ahead and what is it? 3:30. We'll get a snack, clean up the space, and then when I come back, we'll be doing study stuff. So hopefully you'll come back and join me for study things, and if not, maybe you'll come back and join me when I continue putting this together, because this is going to be a really fun project. I am super excited about how high quality the wood cuttings and the paper cuttings are already, and if I can adjust my build style in order to do this properly, I think it's going to look really nice. So all right, well, have a good day if I don't see you, and have a good day if